Imagine inheriting a slice of American dream, a quiet Colorado backyard with a babbling creek older than the state itself. Now picture waking to jackhammers pulverizing it into a concrete gutter. All because your HOA queen bee decided flood control meant burying nature under her ego. Meet Jack Harlan, 62, retired civil engineer. The guy who fixed bridges for the Army but couldn't fix his neighbor's common sense. Jack had lived in Pine Ridge Estates for decades. His modest ranch house a holdout from when the area was just pastures and peace. Rumors swirled about him being that reclusive, vet-hoarding junk, spread by HOA whispers to paint him as the neighborhood eyesore. He stayed silent, sipping coffee on his porch, watching the creek's gentle flow while noting every petty violation notice slapped on his door. Unsightly garden tools, one read, as if his grandpa's old shovel offended the manicured lawns of the McMansion crowd. Inside, Jack smirked. Years of engineering taught him patience outlasts panic. The trouble ignited when HOA President Carla Benson, a former realtor with a pearl-clutching smile and a rulebook thicker than her waistline, declared war on nuisance water at the community meeting. She cooed, "For the greater good. Darlings, we're protecting our investments from that wild stream." Jack raised a hand. "Ma'am, that wild stream has natural flood barriers my grandpa engineered in '48. Concrete will just channel disaster." Carla's eyes narrowed. Her voice honeyed venom. "Mr. Harlan, we appreciate your hobbyist input, but our consultant knows best." The consultant, her nephew's landscaping buddy. The vote passed, funded by a sneaky $1,500 per home assessment. Jack's exemption ignored since his property predated the HOA buy-ins. Escalation hit like a bad sitcom rerun. Carla's crew descended at dawn, diesel fumes choking the air as they entombed the creek in gray slabs. "It's progress," she trilled from her shiny SUV, ignoring Jack's calm warnings. He documented it all, photos, flow charts, while neighbors gossiped he was sabotaging values. Anonymous tips to code enforcement accused him of running an illegal dump, costing him lawyer fees to prove his shed was just tools, not trash. "Carla, this violates Clean Water Act," Jack emailed mildly. Her reply? "Mind your aesthetics, or face fines." The irony burned. Her Schroeder crusade was turning the suburb into a sterile storm drain. Tensions boiled over with spring rains. Jack's predictions played out in delicious slow-motion horror. The concrete funnel supercharged the runoff, blasting water straight at Carla's $1.1 million colonial. Her basement flooded knee-deep, foundation cracking like her facade. "This is your fault," she shrieked at an emergency meeting, face flushed, blaming upstream sabotage. Jack, ever the observer, presented his data stack, outdated maps she'd used, skipped permits, embezzled funds traced to her consultants' kickbacks. "Funny how community protection lined your pockets," he said softly, as FBI agents knocked. Environmental suits piled on, EPA fines at $25,000 daily, her real estate license yanked. In the end, the creek was restored through community sweat and Carla's court-ordered cash. She slunk away to probation in Florida. Her empire crumbled by the very water she tried to tame. Jack's porch view returned to serene ripples, neighbors now waving instead of whispering. Nature, it turns out, mocks control freaks best. But tell me, was Carla the real terrorist? Or just another HOA puppet scared of losing her crown? Who's the villain in your neighborhood rules? Drop your take below.